Air pollution comes from human-made and natural sources, affecting health in various ways, from respiratory issues to cognitive challenges like Alzheimer's. The question asks to identify an example of human-made air pollution. The correct option is A, vehicle emissions. The correct answer is A, vehicle emissions, because the passage specifically mentions that vehicle emissions are one of the primary sources of human-made air pollution. The passage discusses the health challenges associated with air pollution. These include cancers, cognitive function, adverse pregnancy outcomes, Parkinson's disease, diabetes, and depression. Which disease is not mentioned in the passage? The choices are Parkinson, cancer, diabetes, and arthritis. The correct answer is D, arthritis. The explanation confirms that arthritis is not listed among the health challenges caused by air pollution mentioned in the text. This question asks for the meaning of the word hazard in the context of the passage. The options are protection, danger, advantage, and safeguard. The correct answer is B, danger. In the context of environmental health and hazardous substances, a hazard refers to a danger. A plume rising from a smokestack is an indicator of what? Consider the context of the overall passage about air pollution. The choices are heavy rainfall, strong wind, air pollution, or safe environment. The correct answer is C, air pollution. The passage identifies a plume from a smokestack as a visible form of air pollution resulting from manufacturing and power generation. We need to identify the incorrect statement based on the provided passage. The options cover statements about the time it takes for health damage to become evident, the sources of air pollution, and the initial primary concern of air pollution. The correct answer is B. Air pollution is a mix of hazardous substances from human-made sources only. This is incorrect because the passage clearly states air pollution is a mix from both human-made and natural sources. For question 6, we need to choose the correct verb to complete the sentence. Israel will ____ a rocket into space tomorrow. The options air launch, lunch, and launch. The correct answer is D, launch. Launch is the correct spelling for sending a rocket into space. Question 7 asks to choose the correct verb tense for the sentence. The last meeting ____ on a positive note. The options are finish, will finishes, finished, and finishing. The correct answer is C, finished. Finished is the correct past tense form, indicating a completed action, which is appropriate for the last meeting. For question 8, identify the part with an error in the sentence. They, A, celebrated. B, his birthday. C, with much gifts. D, and a lot of fun. We need to find the grammatically incorrect section. The correct answer is D, which points to error in part C, with much gifts. The explanation notes that much should be many because gifts are countable. Question 9 asks to choose the grammatically correct sentence among the options. These sentences cover common grammatical errors involving plurals, verb forms, and sentence structure. The correct answer is C. I make it a rule to get up at 6. This sentence is grammatically sound, unlike the other options which contain errors. Question 10 asks for the meaning of the word truce in the sentence, America and Iran called for truce. The options are ceasefire, conflict, war, and combat. The correct answer is A, ceasefire. A truce is an agreement between enemies to stop fighting, often synonymous with a ceasefire. For question 11, we need to arrange the given parts P, Q, R, S, T to form a meaningful sentence. P, take. Q, admire your. R, the fresh air. S, a pause. T, surroundings and. The correct sequence is B, P, S, T, Q, R. This forms the sentence. Take a pause, admire your surroundings, and the fresh air. Question 12 asks to choose the correctly spelt word from the options, consensus, ailment, rebellion, and auspicious. The correct answer is D, auspicious. The other words are misspelled. The correct spellings are consensus, ailment, and rebellion. Question 13 asks to choose the correct direct speech for the indirect speech sentence. She exclaimed that it was a very wonderful place. The options involve different forms of exclamatory or interrogative sentences. The correct answer is C. She exclaimed, "What a wonderful place it is." This is the correct conversion of the indirect exclamation to direct speech. For question 14, select the correct word to complete the sentence. The schools all over India, blank. Children's Day on the 14th of November every year. The options are recelebrate, celibate, compensate, and calculate. The correct answer is A, celebrate. Celebrate is the appropriate verb for observing a holiday or special occasion. Question 15 asks to identify the antonym for gracious in the sentence. His gracious attitude won the hearts of many. The options are dignified, rude, courteous, and gallant. The correct answer is B, rude. Gracious means polite or kind, making rude its direct opposite or antonym. Question 16 asks for the meaning of the idiomatic expression, a queer fish, in the sentence. The man next door is a queer fish. The options area funny person, a sensitive person, a lonely person, and a strange person. The correct answer is D, a strange person. The idiom a queer fish means someone who is odd or strange. Question 17 requires choosing the correct preposition to complete the sentence. We missed the opening ceremony _____ being late. The choices are on, with, for, and to. The correct answer is C, for. The preposition for is used here to indicate the reason. Being late was the cause for missing the ceremony. Question 18 asks to choose the correct passive voice for the sentence. I will wash the clothes every Saturday. The options present different forms of the passive voice. The correct answer is B. The clothes will be washed by me every Saturday. The future simple active voice will wash converts to the passive voice will be washed. Question 19 requires selecting the correct modal verb phrase to complete the sentence. There, ______, something wrong with the geyser. The options include must, shall been, could have, and must be. The correct answer is D, must be. Must be expresses a strong probability or deduction that something is wrong with the geyser. Question 20 asks for the correct word to complete the sentence based on time. Yesterday, I ______ my wallet. I couldn't find it anywhere. The options are loose, loss, lost, and lose. The correct answer is C, lost. Lost is the past tense of lose, which is appropriate for an action that happened yesterday. Question 21 asks for the correct term for a person who writes dictionaries. The options are lexicographer, cartographer, stenographer, and calligrapher. The correct answer is A, lexicographer. A lexicographer is defined as a person who compiles dictionaries. Question 22 asks to identify the singular noun among feet, oxen, bacterium, and teeth. The correct answer is C, bacterium. The explanation confirms that bacterium is the singular form of bacteria, while the other options are plural nouns. Question 23. Choose the correct sentence. The options are A. He desires to be an artist. B. I drank a cup of tea. C. She is reading an interesting book. B. He lives in the United States. The correct answer is D. He lives in the United States. This sentence is grammatically correct, while the other options contain incorrect articles. Question 24. Identify the correctly punctuated sentence. The options include various placements of quotation marks and punctuation around the direct speech. Can you hear anything? He asked the man. The correct answer is D. Can you hear anything? He asked the man. This option correctly uses quotation marks, capitalization, and a question mark for direct speech. Question 25. Identify the correct statement about the role of the mother tongue in learning English. The options consider different effects of using the mother tongue in the classroom. The correct answer is C. The judicious use of mother tongue in the classroom facilitates English learning. Proper use of the mother tongue can aid in learning a second language. Question 26. In a dictionary, the entry usually contains the word, its meaning, and hours. Options include example sentence, story, table, or poem. The correct answer is A. Example sentence. Dictionary entries typically provide example sentences to show how a word is used. Question 27. In English, the process of formative assessment is conducted. A. At the end of the academic year. B. During the teaching and learning process of the lesson. C. After the completion of the lesson. D. At the convenience of the teacher and students. The correct answer is B. During the teaching and learning process of the lesson. Formative assessment happens concurrently with teaching and learning to monitor progress. Question 28. The main purpose of using storytelling as a pedagogic tool on the primary level is to develop. Options cover grammar, spelling, listening and speaking, or memorization. The correct answer is C. Listening and speaking skills. Storytelling primarily helps young learners improve their oral and oral communication skills. Question 29. The prominent figure associated with the situational approach to English language teaching, or ELT, is A. Noam Chomsky, B. E. L. Thorndike, C. Jean Piaget, D. Albert Sidney Hornby. The correct answer is D. Albert Sidney Hornby. A.S. Hornby is a key figure linked to the situational language teaching method. Question 30. In the primary classrooms, rhymes help children to A. Improve pronunciation, B. Enhance grammar knowledge, C. Develop writing, D. Memorize vocabulary. The correct answer is A. Improve pronunciation. Rhymes are effective tools for helping children practice and improve their pronunciation in the primary classroom.